Hello everybody. If you want all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 917, The Cracked Vase. Intermediate. Detective Elena Moore stared at the broken ceramic pieces on the carpet. The vase had been worth more than her annual salary. It sat in the centre of the gallery on a small white table. Now it was just sharp, colourful rubbish. The gallery owner, Mr. Finch, stood nearby. His hands were shaking. "It was a masterpiece," he said, "from the Ming period, 500 years old." Elena did not look at him. She looked at the window. It was open a few centimetres. Outside, the city rain fell hard on the street below. "Was anyone else here tonight?" she asked. "Just my assistant, Carla," Mr. Finch said. "She left at 8. I locked the door after her. I went to my office to do paperwork. At 9, I heard a crash. I ran out and I found this." Elena walked to the door. The lock was modern and strong. No signs of force. She checked the window again. The gap was too small for a person, but it was big enough for a thin arm. "Where is Carla now?" Elena asked. "At home, I think," Mr. Finch said. "She lives nearby." Elena called her partner, Officer Ray. "Ray, go to Carla's flat, ask her about tonight, and check her coat for any small cuts or dust." Ray nodded and left. Elena turned back to Mr. Finch. "Show me your office." His office was small, with a desk and a computer. On the desk was a coffee cup and a biscuit wrapper. Elena opened the computer. The screen was dark. She pressed a key. The screen asked for a password. "What is your password?" she asked. "ArtLover2023, Mr. Finch said. Elena typed it in. The computer opened to a video program. On the screen was a live feed from the gallery room. Elena scrolled back to 9 o'clock. She saw Mr. Finch leave his office. He walked to the gallery. He stood near the vase. Then he took a small metal tool from his pocket. He hit the vase 3 times. It cracked and fell. He looked at the window. He opened it a little. Then he ran back to his office. Elena looked at Mr. Finch. His face was white. "You broke your own vase," she said. "No, that is not what happened," he said. "I found it broken. I was checking the pieces." "Then why did you hit it with a tool?" Elena asked. Mr. Finch sat down heavily. He put his head in his hands. "Because of the insurance," he said quietly. "The vase was a copy. The real one was stolen 6 months ago. I did not tell anyone. I was afraid. I paid for a fake, but the insurance was still for the real value. I thought, if it broke, I could claim the money. I could pay off my debts." Elena took out her notebook. "So you broke a fake vase to get real money. That is fraud." Just then her phone rang. It was Ray. "Elena, I am at Carla's flat. She is not here, but I found her coat. It has small red dust on the sleeve, the same colour as the vase clay." Elena smiled. "Ray, bring Carla in, but I think we have another piece of the puzzle." 30 minutes later, Carla sat in the police station. She was young and nervous. Elena placed a plastic bag on the table. Inside was a small piece of red ceramic. "We found this in your pocket," Elena said. "It is from the vase. You broke it earlier tonight, didn't you?" Carla cried. "Yes, but only by accident. I was cleaning the table. I knocked it over. I was so scared. Mr. Finch would fire me. So I tried to glue it back together, but I did a bad job. Then I left." Elena nodded. "But the vase Mr. Finch broke was already broken. He broke it again to hide the fake. He thought no one would know." Carla looked confused. "So who broke it first?" "Nobody," Elena said. "You did, by accident. Mr. Finch broke it a second time, but the real crime is his lie. He stole the real vase 6 months ago and sold it. He used the copy to trick the insurance company. You just gave him a perfect reason to break it. The next day, Mr. Finch confessed to the insurance fraud. He also admitted he had sold the real vase to a private collector. The police found the collector and returned the vase. Carla lost her job but did not go to prison. Elena wrote her final report. She closed the case. The vase was back in the gallery. Now it sat behind a glass box, and every visitor could see it was real. But Elena knew the truth. Sometimes a crack is not a crime. The crime is the story you tell to hide it. If you learned a new word today, please make sure to subscribe so you can practice again next time. Vocabulary notes. Fraud, noun, meaning the crime of cheating somebody in order to get money or goods illegally. Example, so you broke a fake vase to get real money. That is fraud. Similar words, deception, swindle, trickery, dishonesty, cheating. Note for learners. Fraud is always a deliberate act. It is not a mistake. In the story, Mr. Finch planned to cheat the insurance company. That is why Elena calls it fraud. Confess, verb, meaning to admit that you have done something wrong or illegal. Example, the next day, Mr. Finch confessed to the insurance fraud. Similar words, admit, own up, acknowledge, reveal, declare. Note for learners. You confess to a crime or to doing something bad. In the story, he confesses to fraud. If you say, I confess, alone, it means you accept blame. Fake, adjective noun, meaning not real, made to look like something valuable or genuine. Example, the vase was a copy. The real one was stolen 6 months ago. I paid for a fake. Similar words, counterfeit, imitation, artificial, false, phony. Note for learners. A fake can be a thing, noun, or describe a thing, adjective. In the story, the vase is a fake object. People make fakes to trick others, like Mr. Finch did with the insurance company. Insurance, noun, meaning an agreement where you pay money to a company and the company pays you if something is lost, stolen, or damaged. Example, but the insurance was still for the real value. I thought, if it broke, I could claim the money. Similar words, cover, protection, policy, assurance, indemnity. Note for learners. You can have car insurance, home insurance, or art insurance. To claim insurance means to ask the company for money. Mr. Finch wanted to claim money for a vase that was not really valuable. Ceramic, noun, adjective, meaning a hard material made by baking clay at high temperatures, used for pots, vases, and tiles. Example, it is small red dust on the sleeve, the same color as the vase clay, and inside was a small piece of red ceramic. Similar words, pottery, clay, earthenware, stoneware, porcelain. Note for learners. Ceramic is both a material and an object. In the story, the vase is made of ceramic. When it breaks, it makes small ceramic pieces. The red dust on Carla's coat is ceramic dust from the broken vase. Story written by DeepSeek. Image created by onemin.ai. To read, listen, see all the stories' content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.